Welcome to Dice and Daggers, brought to you by a well-thought-out plan. Wish we had one. Hello, everybody. We're glad to be back. As always, our art is brought to you by Madako Taco, and our music is brought to you by Tabletone. We don't really have any announcements today. We are very happy to be back, though, even since we took that 1 week off. I believe Becca was foaming at the mouth.
Why are you gonna out me like that? Everybody thinks I'm chill. I'm chill.
These teeth marks say no. Alright, and with that, we are going to get straight into it. This has been the story so far. Before returning to the Dragoness, the team decided to take the initiative and do their own research on this O'Brian Cain. The ladies learned that Mr. Cain seemed to be a very charitable man that spends a great deal of money on helping the homeless and is working to establish the Temple of the Dawnfather in the Fang District. Meanwhile, Benjamin paid for an evening of disappointment for Braun, a married man that just wanted soup, and tried to convince James Edwards to help him with a personal project. With their goals accomplished to the best of their abilities, they returned to the mansion to find an enemy in their basement. Alright, I need all of you to roll initiative as multiple swarms of rats are and charging towards Benjamin.
This is your fault.
Initiative. Where's initiative?
Initiative.
Where it always is.
I have a...
Initiative.
Can you give me some sight? Can I light a
14.
torch? Or does I have to wait 2 minutes?
Actually, yeah, I believe... Oh, hold on a second. Your token doesn't have vision. There we go.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The
20.
fucking hair.
What about it?
Oh, yeah.
I forgot to
oh,
give
yeah.
your token
Beautiful.
vision. All right, so we've got Benjamin, Kasara, Roxy, and Braun. Immediately going into it, Benjamin, you are first as you see these rats begin crawling over this body, cracking open just what's left of its bones as they all turn to you and see fresh meat. What are you doing?
I would like to close the door and
Okay.
pretend like I didn't see anything.
All right.
And initiative's over.
You do not want to go in there, guys.
Why?
What's in there? He runs away.
Beautiful creatures are feasting. And I will end my turn.
What? Alrighty. So as he says this and walks away, you guys start to hear this, like this scurrying and this clattering as out from under the door pops a swarm of rats, just jamming their head underneath the door and popping out and sprinting towards you guys, running over. They even they start first off crawl underneath Kasara's feet. and
No,
are
no, they
running
don't.
around in circles.
Ew.
Kasara,
I love mice. Don't make me hate them.
Is each rat in the initiative order like a different group of rats?
Yeah, each initiative order is like 40 rats running around.
Oh, 40
rats!
Oh,
What the hell is
There-
wrong with you?
It is
It's
quite
40
literally
rats, they're all
called
1
Swarm
HP.
of Rats.
I may not have closed the door if I had known that. I thought it was just like 15 to 20.
There's a lot of them. All right, Kasara, it is your turn.
I cast command. Can it be cast on all 40 of them since it's one token?
That's not how that works. Sorry.
Oh, fucking.
Kasara, would you mind pulling your mic a little closer to you? You're a little distant and echoey. Thank
Yep.
you.
How about now?
That's much better.
Um. I will cast Shield of Faith on myself.
All right. A shimmering red mist begins to flow around your body and then solidifies into this protective outer, almost armor that almost seems to wrap around your armor, hardening it. and you now have more protection against these rats that are just scurrying around your feet and crawling across your boots, and you're like having to like jump step try and not let them crawl along your pant leg.
Okay, so that was a bonus action. I'm just gonna start swinging.
All right, go ahead and make an attack
My
roll.
sword and my dagger. 9.
9. All right. Unfortunately, a 9 is not enough. As you swing towards them, you're like, just it's panic swing at them as you like jump back and try and get away from this storm that is currently just swirling underneath your feet. You manage to not make any solid contact with them.
And then I got a 16 with my dagger.
You already used your bonus action to attack.
Okay,
cast
that's
the
right.
spell.
It's a bonus action.
Mhm.
Never mind. Okay, I don't do anything. I scream and I just hop around like a lunatic.
All right, Roxy, it is your turn.
Benjamin, he's a dick.
Are they underneath Kasara?
They are.
They're actually all of them, or where's the rest of them?
So far, this is the only rats that you've seen because Benjamin closed the
Great.
door.
I fully have my skirts tucked up so that you can see the rat. Like obviously I'm still decent. Just like
You've got like
decent.
one hand curling up, balling your skirt in front of you, holding it up to about your knee height. Then you're just
Oh no, I'm little old lady right now. I got both my sword and my dagger, and I got but like at the hips. You know, back in the olden days where they have those big poofy skirts. Imagine that.
Yeah. All right.
If
Mine is
I
not big
move right now, they get an opportunity attack, right? I'm too close. There's so
You gotta
many
fight.
of them.
If you got a
you're not
fireball,
entirely
you
sure.
there. I got good health and.
What do you mean you don't know? You're not
good
sure.
They're currently swarming around Kasara, but you don't know if leaving that space will invoke an attack. You've never fought a swarm of rats before. You're a pirate.
You guys had a
There
cat
has
on
to be
ship.
rats that have been on the ship.
Yeah, but
but you
not
have
40
big
of them. What are you doing, Roxy?
I'm casting ice knife down at the ground.
Okay. Alrighty, so they need to make a dexterity saving throw, and so does Kasara, Braun, and yourself.
Sorry.
As you throw it
Do
into
what
the
you gotta
ground. The
Dexterity saving throw.
yes.
20.
19.
Make a ranged spell attack. Okay, so I need you to roll a wisdom check, plus, and then add your spell attack modifier. I don't know why it didn't do that automatically.
Oh, not
You
one.
said we're doing a dexterity save. You said.
Yes. Okay, natural
Maybe
one.
it's
So you
the-
don't hit anything initially. You throw it, and you hit like this one patch that it has nothing in there. Ching! And then the ice knife suddenly explodes in a shard of cold shrapnel. The shard then explodes the target of each creature within 5 feet of it, and each creature within 5 feet of it succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage. Okay, so those of you, what is your spell? 13. So those of you who rolled higher than a 13, you're taking half of 5. Braun, you are taking all 5.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro.
And they rolled an 18, so they are minus.
Dude, these rats
2.
don't even care.
I'm gonna look at Roxy, and I'm gonna say, kill them with fucking fire.
Kill them fired.
First, when I do that and I throw that spell down, I'm just gonna instinctually throw it down and scream.
Just, "Ah!" All right. You guys are currently dealing with the panic and the, oh god, where did these things come from? As you start to hear underneath the door, and another pack begins to crawl out. This one is using its action, and it charges towards Roxy. And now both Kasara and Roxy have rats swarming around their ankles. Braun, it is your turn.
I pull out a grenade.
I pull
I'm
out a
killing
grenade.
all of us.
Molotov.
I pull out a bomb.
Killing all of us.
Yeah, what
I
the
would
hell?
take a
I-
fucking Molotov right now.
I pull out a broom and start, I don't know, like smacking at them? Like, what do you even do? Can I just stomp on them?
You can try to if you'd like, or you could swing your axe. I mean, you can
mean-
melee attack this swarm of
Okay.
rats.
I will swing my great axe into the group of them that is on Kasara.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll an attack roll.
15.
15 definitely hits. You swing down, and just a group of like 5 of them just turn into like bits of rat that flies off to the side. Alright, for a total of 12. Okay,
Yeah,
so
12.
10 slashing.
Oh, I guess I didn't say that I was in a rage, so.
Yeah,
I
you
have
didn't.
my rage
So
damage.
would you like to rage now?
Yeah.
Alright. You see your axe successfully damage a bunch of these rats, and then you go, yeah, and just get into this rage, ready to go down. Alright, I am doing simple math, and for some reason it's not going over very well.
Not mathing.
Math it.
Alright, Braun, is that your turn?
I'm gonna. Yeah, that'll be my turn. I'll see.
Alrighty.
What?
Did you see what Logan said?
No.
So
Oh, the
funny.
foot stuff.
Real talk.
No,
Crazy.
That's so
Stuff is
ironic.
Crazy.
Wait, so not even
we were
rolling
just talking
people.
about that.
Yeah, we were just
Individual rat.
talking about that because Colton said all the girls should, and I said that's a wild thing to say.
Jokingly.
Toe cam. Toe cam.
Alright, another group of rats crawls out from underneath the door, and seeing that the other two are already swarmed, they begin chasing after Benjamin. Benjamin, you now have a bunch of rats nipping at your heels.
I embrace them.
I embrace them.
I
What?
embrace death.
Logan said you shouldn't, and only you.
We were talking about a
As
Colton
he
foot
should.
cam.
Sorry,
Colton's foot
sorry.
cam.
Hairy foot.
Hairy foot.
Another group of rats crawls underneath the door and begins charging. They move around Kasara and get to Braun. Now all of you have a swarm of rat underneath your feet. Just basically, it's like a moving floor, climbing over on top of each other, trying to climb up your legs and trying to find any opening of flesh to tear into.
Ouchie.
Benjamin, it is now your turn.
Okay.
Are they in my pants?
Not yet.
Me taking off
I
my
ain't got
pants
any
so they can't get in
pants.
there next turn.
I would like to use infestation on this infestation
Alrighty.
with
With rats.
with a sorcery point used to twin spell it.
Alright, Roxy and Braun, did you guys take the damage earlier from the ice knife?
Yes, I did.
No.
It was
because-
5, right?
Yes,
Well,
for you it
it's-
was 5,
yeah.
for Roxy it was 2, because she managed to save.
How about Kasara? Was it 2 for
Are you
Yeah.
watching our...
Yes, he is.
So is the audience.
I'm scared. Wait, really?
The audience,
I guess we didn't
because
realize
the
they
way
were-
that I said, they can see your health bars, so they know how well you're doing.
Oh, okay. The health bars is fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I
No,
was
I'm
like-
not looking
I
at
was
your
like, yeah.
character sheets.
I'm like, you're peeking at our character sheets. I feel like an FBI, like you're my FBI agent.
Yeah.
My bio is just full of all of the stupid little things.
Alright, Benjamin, go ahead and cast Infestation. And you realize that you are also in the area.
So, what do you mean? So I'm casting it on.
Oh, you rat
these two.
bastard.
These two right here.
Okay.
Roxy and Kasara. I'm casting infestation on their rat piles.
Okay, go
That
ahead and
sounds
roll
so
or
gross.
get in.
On the
Go
rat
ahead and click
piles.
on the spell. Go ahead and cast
Sorry.
the spell.
All right. Here we go.
Alright.
That's not good.
Not
So
good.
good.
Oh wait, no, DC 14 Constitution. So con save of 14.
momentarily on one creature you can see
And
within range.
I will move both piles east.
So you can only cast it on one pile. And even this, technically, he says you cause a cloud of mites, fleas, and other parasites to appear momentarily on one creature you can see within range. Technically, this is multiple creatures, but for this scenario, I'll allow you to pick one pile. And the mites and fleas will essentially just spread out.
Even with twin spell.
Oh, you're using Twin Spell. Okay, then yes, Twin Spell is fine.
Yeah, that's how I was able to cast it on Kasara and Roxy.
Right, sorry, I didn't hear you say that you were casting Twin Spells.
No, you're good. And then I removed the sorcery point. So
Alright, so both of them need to make cons. So Kasara's rolls an 8, and Roxy's rolls a 6, so both fail. So they take 1d6 poison damage, which you rolled a 5, and then 5 feet in a random direction if it can move, and its speed is 5. Roll a d4 for the direction. So roll me a d4 for each pile.
Oh, that's how it works. Yeah, sorry about that. D4. 2 and 1. So
Alright, so Roxy's or Kasara's pile is going 5 feet north up to here. And Roxy's pile Kasara's
one
going
north,
south.
one south.
Roxy's runs into Kasara's space.
You created a bigger rat
and I'm
pile.
not sure that it matters, but I think it reduces their speed by 5.
Doesn't
If it can
provoke
move,
attacks of
it
opportunity.
is east 5 feet. Oh, never mind. I was reading it wrong. All right, that's
and
my
So
that's
do
my
I
turn.
take any damage from that?
You do not.
Okay.
And so they take 5 points of poison damage.
I wonder if this is a bonus action.
Alrighty. Kasara and Roxy, you see Benjamin twist his hands, and you see a bunch of mites and fleas leap out of the ground and begin spreading across the rats. You see Kasara's rat group go run away down to the south. Kasara, you get a moment of brevity as before you see Roxy's swarm run towards you, and you're back into panic mode.
I'm not. Where do I see?
Come on.
Is shield a bonus action or an action? I don't see.
Shield is an
it
action.
say.
It should be at the top of the
Okay.
spell.
Yeah.
It says
normally
casting
is.
time, 1 action.
Oh, 1 reaction. So yeah, it's an action.
Yeah, so shield is a reaction.
So
was
I
thinking
could
of main
reaction. Yeah. So I can do it if they attack me, right?
turn. If they hit you, yes.
Right. Okay.
Alrighty, Benjamin,
Alright,
I believe that's your
my
turn.
Yes.
Alright, we're playing Ring Arounds in the Rosie as the rat swarm sees that Roxy is available, and it moves over and is going to try and take bites at you.
Great.
That is a 5 to hit.
No.
Alright, you see the rat swarm shifts over to you, and a bunch of them are trying to nip at your heels, but they're not able to get through your boots, and you actually manage to kick a few away as they're swarming around you in circles. Kasara, it is your turn.
I am going
Logan,
to
subscribe
cast
for my feet.
Crazy.
Hey! Thank you, Logan. Or DSB's official. Always good to have you here. Alright, Kasara.
I cast Searing Smite.
Alrighty.
Seriously, 1 fucking fire damage.
So, one thing to keep note, that doesn't happen or it doesn't cause an effect until you hit something. So,
Right, I was gonna do my
So
sword
what
right after.
we'll do with these bonus action ones is we will say that you say that you cast them, and you don't have to roll until after you hit. Because if you miss right now, we're not keeping that number for your next turn. So go ahead and roll your attack roll, and then you can roll Searing Smite again.
14.
14 definitely hits. I'm assuming you're hitting the ones at your feet.
Yes.
All right, so go ahead and roll your Searing Smite now.
So 9 total.
All right, they need to make a
6
con save.
DC 13 for con save.
That's a 4.
Oh yay, so they take 9 damage.
Alrighty.
And it sets them on fire.
Alright, so you lift up your blade and cause it to glow with burning light and just slash down towards your the ground, and it just arcs of fire runs across these rats, like start scurrying, running around as you see like 6 of them just start bursting into flames and bleeding out on the ground. Their horrid fur causing this rancid odor in the air, but you're just glad to see them in pain and not hurting you.
Rats.
Sweet Willow, I don't care if they're
Rats.
Okay, so they are currently at the start of each turn until the spell ends. The target must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it takes fire. On a success, okay, so next time at the start of their turn, they will have to roll to see if they can put themselves out or not.
Stop, drop, and roll as a whole collective group.
Is that your turn,
For
Kasara?
roll with rats.
Yes.
Roxy, it is now your turn. The rats are
They
running
will not.
across your ankle, trying to nibble at your toes.
They will not be able to put themselves out. Because I'm gonna cook them some more.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
And I'm gonna
make rat
cast
stew after this.
produce
My
flame
thoughts exactly.
and throw it at the pile
You
underneath
like the
me.
rats.
Underneath you?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll for it. Alright, with a 13,
fire
you
damage?
summon this flame and just toss it onto the ground. It splatters, and you actually have to like move your feet off to the side. Luckily, your leather boots are able to take the brunt of the flame. However, these rat furs are not designed to handle magical flames, as these here as they run around. Some of them are now laying down, curled up, just seared black from the heat.
You have a bunch of dinner now.
He only likes the live ones. He likes to eat them like a snake. Likes to hunt 'em.
Alright, and
No,
with
that's Cobra
that,
that does that.
Kasara, the swarm underneath you
Cobra
needs to make a
mentioned.
con save. That's a 2. So go ahead and roll fire damage for them again.
6.
Alright, another 6 damage. Alrighty, that is definitely hurting them as the swarm is starting to get smaller. What originally had like 40 of them is now down to like maybe 30 as the fire is starting to spread, and they're climbing over each other, accidentally spreading it to the other rats. But the ones that are not on fire are still going to try and take a nip at you. That is an 18 to hit.
That. It is.
All right. As you're like as you're looking at these things burning, and you're going, yes, you feel something climb inside your boot and bite down into your calf. And as you feel one of the rats manages to sneak his way in and take a chunk of flesh off of you, you take 1 point of piercing damage.
And do I get any kind of reaction? Like I slam my calves together or something and squish it?
Unfortunately,
Nope,
not at this
you
moment.
you could do that to me.
Bron,
I
it
feel
is
like
your
it's
turn.
one thighs, not calves.
I'm gonna swing down with my great axe at my feet.
Alrighty, go ahead and make a swing.
Can Braun scream when he does that?
Can Braun scream?
15 for 11.
15 definitely hits. Alright, so you swing down another chunk of rats, like almost like golf or something, but you're hitting multiple balls, just scattering them across the basement floor.
Crazy.
Can one of them hit Benjamin in the face?
Benjamin just covered in rat's guts by the end of this. Alrighty, you still have a bonus action if you'd like to use it.
No, I think I'm good.
Alrighty. Benjamin, the swarm that's underneath you is going to start clambering across your shoes and try and climb up your pant leg to try and take a bite out of you. That is a 12 to hit.
Yeah, I think that hits. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Yeah, definitely hits. Actually, I will use my reaction to do shield.
Alright, so you can feel them scurrying up your pant leg trying to take a bite out of you, and you make a quick cast of spell, and you all see this energy pulse off of his body, and the rats are knocked off of him and are not able to take a chunk of his flesh.
Okay.
All right, next, Braun, the swarm that's underneath you. They are also scurrying around trying to take bites. That is a 10 to hit you.
Does not hit.
All right, so these ones are trying to clamp down on you and rip out some Goliath meat, but you're just stomping your feet, not letting them get close enough without risking their lives.
I got some thick ass pants on.
Benjamin, it is your turn.
Covering those thick ass
Right.
thighs.
I'm just gonna use Shocking Grasp on the ones underneath me or on me. near
Alrighty.
me.
What happened to embracing the rats?
You're right. I'm gonna use Shocking Grasp on the ones that are on Kasara.
Crazy.
I believe that's a melee spell, so you're gonna have to get closer if you'd like.
Let's see, how close do I need to be? To touch, so I'd have to be right there. All right, I'll move.
All right, as you begin to step away, the rats are gonna scurry around and try and take a bite out of you. That's a 20 to hit.
Okay. 20 hits.
All right, so as you try and step away, a few of them manage to sleek out and bite onto your ankles and pierce through your shield spell, and get you take 3 points of piercing damage.
All right.
All right, go ahead and roll your Shocking Grasp.
Okay. $22.
22 definitely hits. All right, as you reach down and just the lightning arcs from one rat to the other, scattering across. Luckily, your insulated, your leather boots, Kasara, don't allow the lightning to arc through you as it jumps from one rat to another. And those that survive that aren't black and crisp now begin to spread out and scatter. They begin to flee in different directions as too many of their colleagues have died out. A few of them joining the other swarms, but others beginning to run down the tunnel and flee the dungeon. So one swarm is
Sounds
dealt
good.
with. All right.
Fire.
Is that your turn, Benjamin?
Yes.
Alrighty. The swarm underneath Roxy. They are going to be trying to take pieces of you. That is a 4 to hit. These rats are rolling
is it.
garbage. Alrighty, Kasara, it is your turn.
I still have Searing Smite, or does it end once those things die?
Once you hit something, that's when it loses its effect. So it
Okay.
stays on your blade until you hit something, and then the fire transfers.
Okay, I'm going to cast it I'm going to cast it again. And I'm
Alrighty.
going to smack the rats at Roxy's feet.
Alright, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Oh, 7.
7. Unfortunately, 7 is not enough as you grab your blade, begin to make it glow with red hot energy again, but you swing down and the rats move fast enough that you just strike across the stone. You burn into it a little bit, but your blade still glows with that red hot energy. Would you like to move?
No.
Alrighty, Roxy, it is your turn.
I'm just gonna swing at them
Alrighty,
with my weapon.
go ahead and
my
give me an
skin
attack.
23.
23 definitely hits.
Accident.
What do you mean accident?
No, he
Oh.
clicked things.
Oh, what are you
Accident.
doing?
Accident times 2.
Why are you clicking on your swing proficiency or sling proficiency? So 23 definitely hits as you slash down at these guys, and they are barely holding themselves together. As you can see, what was once 40 is now about 20. As you slice down and manage to cut through 4 of them, and just corpses laying on the ground. All right, you have a bonus action and a movement if you'd like to use it.
I'm gonna turn into an animal at this point because it's getting time consuming. But which animal? Where is it? badger, or cat here. Thinking of a specific animal. Do I have this animal yet? Panther. No. Tiger.
Alrighty. The small form of Roxy suddenly turns into an enormous cat. And you can see the rats are beginning to scurry faster as they're deciding whether or not they want to be here.
I'm done. Fuck these rats.
She said, let me turn into a cat. She said, let me turn into a barn cat.
Not just a cat, I'm a big cat.
I know.
All right, Braun, the tiger has suddenly appeared. However, you still have a swarm of rats underneath you. What would you like to do?
Kitty.
I'm gonna go, ah! And point at the big cat, and then I'm gonna look down and go, ah! And I'm gonna swing at my feet again.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll against your rat swarm.
18 for 15.
18 definitely hits. Alrighty. Alright, yours is starting to look a little hurt too as the swarm gets smaller and is not able to be as imposing. As you swing once again, this time you accidentally hit them with the flat of your blade, and you see just a bunch of splattered rats scatter across the wall as you just hit them with so much force that they can't contain themselves anymore. Alrighty, this rat swarm is going to shift itself back over, chasing after Benjamin as he tries to leave. Benjamin, you are being attacked. That is a 6 to hit you.
It does not.
And Braun, you are being attacked. That is a natural 20 to hit you. So as you are standing there, yeah! Ah! As you took this moment to celebrate your splattered rats, the rats took the moment to swarm your ankles and are jumping into your boots and pant leg and tearing into your legs. You take 8 points of piercing damage.
Can I use my reaction to rip my pants off? Can I actually use my stone's endurance to half that? I think, or not to half it, but to.
Braun equips his second weapon. Yes, you can use your stone's endurance.
With the great
And that is a D12.
A D12. Yeah, I don't know if you want to take your pants off and give them an easy target.
True. 8. Well, no, I'm so bald and slippery they won't be able to clunk my legs because I'm sweaty. Okay, so it's plus what do I add to it again?
I believe it's your Constitution modifier.
Your Constitution modifier. Okay, so 9. I take.
Alrighty. So you just
7.
you don't take any damage
Oh.
because it was 8 piercing damage that you reduced by.
Oh yeah.
9. So you just flex your muscles as you feel them beginning to claw into you, and they are not able to pierce your skin and get into anything vital.
I'm telling you, I'm made of.
I'm made out of brick. Benjamin, it is your turn.
I'm built different.
Sleep, my children.
Can't sleep on just one of the rats.
I'm casting sleep on the ones that are on me.
Okay.
You also just pass out.
Okay. You attempt to cast a wave of sleep around you, and the rats just don't seem to mind.
Oh. Are the rats elvish?
There is a limit to what sleep can do, not only with the fact that you're trying to use a spell that targets one creature for multiple creatures, but it's also based off of health pool. So if they have more than 22 health, it doesn't work.
Interesting.
Well, now we know their health is more than 22.
That's pretty crazy for. I guess it's the whole swarm is over 22.
Yeah, technically it's a collective of health. But
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, you still have a bonus action and a movement if you'd like to use it.
No, I end my turn.
Alrighty. The rat swarm beneath you, Roxy, is going to be trying. There's just a few of them left that are brave enough to try and take you down, even in your large cat form, as they are going to attempt to bite. That's a natural 20. Okay. So as you turn into a cat and this large tiger just growling at them. They immediately go for in between your toes and just right into the meaty flesh there.
Back off my toes!
And you no longer have the boots to protect you, so you're as they are digging into in between your little nubs. And you take 7 piercing damage from them.
Nasty little things, okay.
Alright, Kasara, it is your turn, and you are swarm free.
I am, and my blade is burning. And I get my bonus action, so I can hit him with the dagger. That was a nat 20
Natural 20,
for my
yep.
sword.
So which swarm are you attacking?
The one on Roxy.
Alright, so with another single swing, you see a burst of fire run across these creatures, or these rats, as you slice into them and just send bits of burning rats scattering across the group. What was once like 20 rats is now like 5 that are just sprinting out to the tunnels. They no longer have the security of numbers, and so they are gone. They're out of here. You still have a bonus action?
Yes, I would like to take my dagger to the one at bronze.
Alright, go for it.
Thanks, Cassandra. Stab me in the toesies.
Unfortunately, with an 8, you try to swing down with a wide swing, but they manage to shift off to the side, fleeing the fire that you just ignited, and you just slice into open air.
Thank God Braun doesn't wear sandals.
Roxy, it is your turn, and you are a tiger with very sore
Are they
toes.
under me still?
No, there are none underneath you. There are some underneath Braun and Benjamin.
I'll go up and help Benjamin.
Alright, I'm going to shift you over to here because you can't occupy their space, but you are next to them.
Perfect.
So go ahead and make your attack roll against Benjamin's swarm.
Don't harm them, please.
I'm gonna claw the shit out of them. 17, 11 slashing.
Alright, 17. You just begin slashing, ignoring Benjamin's desire to not harm them. You just begin slashing and tearing open any rat that you can get a hold of.
And I look at Benjamin and go,
Just.
Are you hungry, kitty kitty? I feed you mice.
Alrighty, is that your turn?
yeah, I think that's all I can do, yeah.
Alright, the tiger doesn't have multi-attack?
I don't see that the tiger has multi-attack. So far, it's only been the bear that I've seen.
Alright, Braun, it is your turn.
Alrighty. They're still on my toesies, right? I was just
Yes, there's a swarm running underneath you, still trying to bite at your calves and the meat of you.
Oh my gosh, I'll swing at him again. My great
That
ass.
meat,
They want that schmeat for real. 16 for 6.
Alrighty. 16, you splatter another group of them, cleanly slicing like 5 of them in half, just down the line. There's still some that are swarming around you, though, that are brave enough to continue fighting. Is that your turn?
Heck. Yeah. Can I stomp as a bonus action? No,
Alright.
that's it.
Benjamin, the rats that are underneath you are beginning to swarm around and try and bite at you as well. They're not going after the cat that just tore into a bunch of them. That's a 4. You're fine.
Okay.
These rats can't roll for shit. Braun, they're gonna try and bite you. That's a 15.
It hits.
All right, you take 6 piercing damage as they crawl into your boot and up your pant leg and just start digging into you and trying to rip off flesh. Alrighty, Benjamin.
How much did you say again? I'm sorry.
6 piercing.
Okay.
All right, Benjamin, it is now your turn.
Trying to think of how I would like to non-lethally quarterstaff bash these rats.
Okay, trying to knock them unconscious. All right, go ahead and roll.
Yeah. 4.
How'd you do 0 damage?
Oh.
How is that possible? What did you roll?
I just clicked on my attack for a staff. Oh
You-
wait.
you have a -1 in strength.
Oh no!
And you
Oh,
rolled
no.
a 1 damage. You got 0
Well.
damage.
Is what it is.
So,
So
you
now-
hit him, but just nothing happened.
So I can't melee attack, huh?
Well, so that staff is based off of strength, not dexterity, because you're not a monk. And so all your damage is going to be reduced by 1. So
You know those nightmares when you're just swinging
Wait, so did I
and it
roll
feels like you
Yeah.
can't like.
It feels
have
like you're
any strength
underwater when you
behind
try to
it.
move. You're underwater and you're trying to move.
That's just how Benjamin lives. Okay, so you pick up the staff and you go,
Okay.
and you just think, I want this one alive. Tunk, and you hit one of the rats in the head. Crank. And it like looks at you disappointed and just starts scurrying towards you.
Father, you have betrayed us.
There's a slight moment of embarrassment as Braun is sitting there going,
I'm clearly not a strong person. Okay.
Is that your
I'm
turn?
gonna chuff
Yeah, that's my turn.
like no shit.
Alright, Kasara, it is your turn.
I'm gonna point at Benjamin and be like, haha, weakling.
Hopefully the rat bites become infected.
Alright, what you got, Kasara?
Double attack. I'm gonna attack the rats at Braun's feet.
Alrighty.
Why not the
23.
weakling's
That's
feet?
so crazy.
Alright, what'd you
That
get?
is wild.
23. For
23
8
definitely
piercing.
hits as you begin slashing into them and
Wild.
tear. More of them scatter across the ground. Just heads, tails, all of it. Just a single swipe hitting like 6 of them and just. Your second attack?
Are they dead?
No, there's still a cluster of them there. There's like, they went from 40 down, now there's like 15 of them still running around. They still
Okay.
believe they have the superior numbers.
14.
Alright, and with that, you manage to skewer like 3 of them, just sort of like a shish kebab, and pierce into the ground. And at that point, they say, screw it, I'm out, and they start running down the tunnel.
With the rats dangling on the dagger, I'm gonna kind of like wiggle it in front of Roxy, like here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
The cat looks unamused.
Gross.
Roxy, did you want to move, Kasara?
No.
Alrighty, Roxy, it is now your turn.
I'm gonna smack up this swarm again underneath.
Alrighty, go ahead and give me an attack roll.
What are you doing?
Fixing a problem you caused.
Oh, 7.
7. Unfortunately, it's a Tom and Jerry scenario where you're you even clap your 2 paws like and then the head and starts running away. And you are not able to get any serious damage on any of them. You still have a movement if you'd like it.
No.
Alright, Braun, it is your turn.
Swinging again or coming over here to swing at. They're under
Braun,
him, right? I can't see.
They are underneath him,
Under
yes.
think about this.
Heard, and then I'm gonna swing. at them.
Considering that the tiger is there and occupying that space technically, you can go ahead and roll with advantage.
Frick yeah. 21 for 14.
Alright, that definitely hits. Alright, so another mighty slash. It just sends another 6 of them just into pieces across the floor. Benjamin, you are getting covered in just a splatter of blood and rat guts.
Gimme.
He's having the time of his life.
Alright, this swarm is surrounded and desperate, so they are going to be
This
attacking
is wet t-shirt concert.
Benjamin once. That's a
Okay.
6. They're desperate and they're bad at their job.
That's a 6.
They're just too panicked by the cat and the large brawn, and they're like running around in circles, not able to. They're just climbing over each other and getting in each other's way, and they're not able to do anything. Benjamin, it is your turn.
I am going to non-lethally attack them with my dagger.
Okay.
13.
13
For
definitely
2.
hits. You
Right?
managed to flip the blade around and bing, smack one on the top of the head with the flat of your blade, and that one rat is now. Ooh.
That one's mine.
And as that happens, you see the other rats just begin to tear it to pieces.
You're not getting these rats, Colton.
And I end my turn.
No rats. Oh my God, I'm just-
They
I'm
sensed weakness. Kasara, it is your turn.
That's exactly how it would go too.
Yeah.
Clean it up, Sarah.
They're still at Benjamin's feet, right?
Yep, there is one
Yeah,
swarm
for
underneath
sure.
Benjamin's feet.
19,
19, that definitely hits.
7 piercing.
Alrighty. You slash into again, digging into the group. There are still about like 20 of them, 15 to 20 of them running around Benjamin's feet as he's trying to save one.
19 for 5 piercing.
Alright. Another slash across with your dagger. This time you only catch like 2 or 3 of them, just with the backhand. But the numbers are starting to whittle down, and you can see them starting to get into a panic. Roxy, it is your turn.
I slashed the shit out of those shits again. Hope for the best.
Alright.
That
Oh my god.
A natural
They bite my toes.
A natural one. As you're trying to get down there and trying to get the one that you caught in between your paws manages to bite her right at the nub, and you're just trying to. It's like clamped on with like this like locked jaw, and you're trying to shake it off of your
Most
paw.
useless tiger ever, besides the first hit.
You're having a very Tom and Jerry moment right now.
I am. I should have done a bear, damn it.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Braun, it is your turn.
No. Alrighty, I'm swinging at him again.
Run!
Alright.
The
Do I
things that we
still
could
have
do.
advantage?
Yes. Oh, actually, Roxy, go ahead and roll that attack roll again, because you have advantage with Braun.
True.
True.
My apologies.
8. Not
Okay.
like that did much better.
So you managed to fling the rat off of you, but it took too much time, and you aren't able to get that attack into the group because they scattered. Braun, go
That
ahead and
rat
give me your
goes
attack with
flying.
advantage. Sorry, what was that?
Can that rat at least just go flying?
19
Appreciate
for
it.
17.
All right, 17. Braun, how would you like to do this?
I cast shield on one of the rats. I'm just kidding.
Crazy.
Oh, as a reaction. I don't know. What if I just like freak out and I turn my big ass towards them and I just I jump in the air and I plop down on my ass as hard as I can.
Oh
on all of these
God.
things.
All right.
It is pretty beefy cheeks.
All right, Braun, realizing
does.
that the axe is not nearly as wide as his booty, turns around and just says, and just sits down and just a pancake of red mist just underneath him, and the other rats just start scattering, just running. There's only like 5 of them survive to tell the tale, and they just start fleeing off in different
Smell like
directions.
That's crazy. They deserve it, but that's crazy.
I could not think of anything. Could you guys see the wheels in my head turning? Like, how can I make this as horrifying as possible?
I guess I will collect 4 or 5 dead burnt rats.
Okay. You can go ahead and add that to your inventory.
Okay. He said, okay.
I'm gonna turn back into myself.
All right. Roxy puts her
I would
claws
like to-
away.
I would like to pick up a dead rat by its tail and chuck it at Benjamin.
Alrighty.
I would like to catch it. Catch it.
Ah.
Are you
Before
throwing
it
it with
hits
me.
intent
Make
to
him roll for
harm,
that.
or like?
I wanna
I'm
catch it
throwing
before it
with
hits
the
me.
intent to have it splat in his face.
Okay,
I want to.
I need both of you to roll dexterity checks.
Uh-oh.
Is it 14.
Natural 1.
So, Kasara, as you pick this thing up and try to fling it, you realize that as it leaves your finger, the upper half and the bottom half separate. And Benjamin, you go to like reach to catch it, but it's one of those moments where you like catch it or like move your hand and the object is already past your hand when you snag. And so it just red on guts and gore all across your face.
Okay, I will wipe it off of the sides and then lick it off my lips and cheeks.
What is your
Okay,
problem,
I get nauseous and I leave the cleanup, Benjamin. And I leave.
What's wrong with you?
This is how you make sure your character won't be romanticized.
That's so true.
Romanticize his character just as a joke, just to fuck with him, but
Now I can't even
I'm
do that
not
because
sure I
he's disgusting.
can.
Now, if you want anyone to respect Roxy, you can.
Yeah, I know. God. What is wrong with you? Anyways, I'm gonna heal Kasara.
That's what I get for trying to do something cool. with the catch, not the...
All right. So you're going ahead and cast Cure Wounds on Kasara.
Yeah. 8 healing.
All right.
Thank you.
And with that, are you casting on Braun as well?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and do that.
Seven to Braun.
All right. And Benjamin, you're going in to check to see what's left of that corpse.
I am, yes.
There is barely a skeleton left. The ribs are cracked open. The spine is completely removed. There is no meat, sinew. Like these things have been picking off of it. There is a horrid stench in this room as this body was decaying for a while before the rats. And in fact, that's how the rats found it, was the scent. And so there is
that guy for a ventilation system down here.
there is still a fairly potent odor that is terrible down here.
Okay. I'll walk out, keep the key on me, keep the door open to let it air out a little.
Okay.
I leave. I saw that. I go.
Before she leaves, I cast lay on hands on her.
All
You wanna lay
right.
hands on me?
How much are you giving?
Whatever, I can do 15.
Okay, so Braun, you are fully healed. Subtract.
No, Roxy. Sorry.
Oh, okay, so Roxy. So subtract 2, Kasara, and you are fully healed, Roxy.
Thank you.
Wait, where do I subtract 2 from?
2 from the pool. You can do up to 15 points. Hit points.
Oh, okay.
So you're subtracting 2, so now you still have 13 left.
Okay.
Alright. And with that, you guys all begin to head upstairs. Your victory over the swarm of vermin cemented in your minds, and the desire to get yourself cleaned is also there because you guys are splattered with rat guts and blood from all of the violent swinging that's been happening.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking a bath.
Yeah, I
And
need a fat lap.
with that, we will go ahead and take a break, and we will come back in, we'll say 15 minutes, get a drink, use the restroom, whatever we need to do, and we will see all of you guys back in 15 minutes.
Sounds good.
And we're back. Hello, everybody. And so as we get back in, you guys are heading on your way upstairs. And as you do, you find your beloved Reginald in the kitchen. He looks over and sees the 4 of you coming up and says, "Ah, it's good to see you again. I assume this means that you were victorious."
Let's say,
Hello,
Ready, give him a hug.
yes, you guys
He
might
gives
want
you
to
a
get.
gentle hug as well.
You guys might want to get a couple cats for your basement.
Oh? I did hear some noise downstairs. I assume that was you?
Yes, and many rats.
Hmm.
They're
All
dead
of the
now. though.
screaming was Braun.
But I'm just gonna be like, I'm scared of little rats. I'm scared of
Why?
rodents. I'm just a guy. I'm just a little guy. I'm just a baby. Just a baby.
We all have our fears. Now, I was sent for the Dragoness. The rest, you four, can make yourselves comfortable, as it is getting close to evening.
Thanks. And I'm gonna go bathe.
Same. I need
Me
a fat
too.
bath.
Alright, so you guys run off and get yourselves cleaned up.
Can Braun fit in the bathtubs, or does he have to hose off in the backyard like a?
So these
unwanted
bathtubs
stepchild?
are big enough for a normal sized person. So basically, this is Braun sitting in any average bathtub whatsoever that adults sit in, where it's like you can only put half of your body in wholly at once. I hate bathtubs for that reason.
I wash my body limb by limb. I start with the head, and then I work to the shoulders, and then left arm, right arm,
I'm 5'6".
chest,
What do you mean I
upper
can't
back.
fit in the tub? But this is bullshit.
legs, and then ass last. I get it. I just kind of squat over the tub, put my butt right on the top, and sort of wishy-washy back and forth.
Wishy-washy.
There is just a whole bunch
She's
of
like, she looks like she's writing that down. Wishy-washy. Not for the clip. Wishy-washy.
Someone-
Wishy-washy.
Someone
just
walks
me.
in on him and he's twerking in the bathtub, getting that extra deep scrub.
And
No.
Bronze, especially after washing his ass in the tub, is just red from all the rat blood that he got when he squashed him. He's having to wash his clothes as well.
My big-ass pants.
All right. Is there anything you guys would like to do before you head to bed this evening?
Eat a feast. Built for me. Big
You
feast,
head downstairs
because
and...
how far after this is when I ate everything?
About
Everything.
4 hours.
Everything on the menu.
Oh, so I take the fattest dump, clog their toilets. I tell Alfred I'm really sorry, and I give him a gold piece, and I go back to my room and crash.
He says, "Of course, sir."
He hates his life.
And
Big
you,
man, big dumps. What can I say?
now that you're
We
about
find Jeeves in the bathroom dead.
now that you're about 15 pounds lighter, you run out. and
I'm skinny.
crash.
My waist is gone. I'm looking in the mirror like, ooh,
This is the wrong kind of cleanse.
spinning.
All right.
Kasara walks by Braun in the hallway, like, look at you, skinny king.
Crazy.
Doctors hate Ron because he knows the secret to dieting. You just take a massive shit, and suddenly
it.
it's all gone.
Okay, but everyone can admit they've done it at least once. Where they've gone to the bathroom and then looked in the mirror.
I had
Like, I had to have lost at least one pant size.
I have done that before, where I weigh myself and I'm like, "Ooh, I don't like that," and then I take a dump and I weigh myself again.
I feel like that's more like it.
It was like 212.1, and I was like, it was like 211.9, and I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Look at that.
211.
That's
All right.
crazy.
So you guys all drift off.
We're
to
not live or nothing, guys. Just
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not like our digital footprint is crazy. By the way,
Hey, Boo Bear, I don't know if you know.
hmm,
Everyone poops. Don't think about it.
everybody poops. It's not good.
D's B's. Is that Alfred? Master Wayne?
Master
It is
Wayne.
not Alfred, it's Jeeves.
It's Reginald. God.
That's Conan O'Brien.
No, that's who we just killed.
The rats? We're Conan O'Brien. No, just kidding.
As you all drift off to sleep.
Putting an end to this right now.
I would like to sleep
Put the cork in
outside
that.
tonight.
You're sleeping outside?
Yes.
Why?
I just want to sleep
In mourning
right
for the
outside,
rats.
right outside the front door of the castle
It is a mansion.
mansion. Yeah.
Similar to a castle, though not quite as big. All right, you sleep outside. It is fairly warm outside, as this is a jungle environment, and you don't
I
have.
will. Oh, sorry.
I say you don't have too much issues through the night.
Okay.
One rat gets pissed and comes back for vengeance.
Bites you on the dick.
That was the only
They
night.
went back and got
A
another rat
swarm of
army.
them come and carry him
Yeah.
off into the night.
All right, you all sleep gently through the night and awaken the next morning. All of you guys are able to do your morning routines and return downstairs for breakfast, where Reginald and the chefs have provided you your standard morning meal.
Oh, don't worry. I've got my meal covered.
What?
I would like to sit down proper and pull out one of the burnt rats and then just.
I knew it was. I knew it
I
was
say,
coming.
no, thank you, and I get up and I go and eat.
Well, it's cooked. It was more than likely cooked to an internal temperature of 175 degrees, so
Yeah.
that technically makes it safe.
And then kept outside all night in the humid jungle environment.
In
After
his
spending
pocket.
days feasting on a dead, rotting corpse.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
So
But it burned
technically, you're
af-
also
but it
eating
burned
dead, rotting
af-
corpse. 'cause
Yeah,
it's his
but
tummy.
the dead rotting corpse was still technically cooked too.
Yeah, you pull it out of your
No, it
pocket,
wasn't.
Benjamin, and there's
Yeah, it
definitely a
was,
smell that's on it.
There's definitely a smell. That's crazy.
Yeah, he electrocuted the corpse at one point.
That's right.
He cooked it. I am going to just sit and eat my food and just not acknowledge his weird assness.
His weird assness.
Reginald,
Yes, sir.
can I have some eggs as well?
Certainly.
These eggs.
And eggs are provided. You are asked how you would like them.
Scrambled.
I honestly expected him to say raw or some weird shit. He said scrambled, and I was like, what? What did you
Scrambled,
say?
but not cooked, just like mixed together.
Do you have a blender?
Shaken, not stirred.
Yeah.
Can you put them in the mold of a little brain?
As you guys are enjoying your meal, Kasara, it is eventually safe for you to return to the table. And you hear a voice say, "Well done." And seated at the end of the table is the Dragoness.
This whole time I was so scared that we didn't meet the requirements and we were gonna come back and get yelled at.
She sits at the end of the table and says, "You've successfully managed to find the drug distribution center like I asked. And on top of that, you managed to expose 2 corrupted gods, gain a little bit of favor with the commander, and even got the Wild Fang's attention, as it seems they're starting to ask around about you, looking for the mercenary group that has been helping them with both goblins and drug dealers. You've gotten quite a bit of attention, and it all seems fairly positive. Although
Did we come up with a name?
I will need more information about how exactly you got this and managed to blow a hole in the wall of the Empty Nesters Market, but for now, congratulations is in order. You did very well.
Didn't we?
We didn't blow a hole through the market. It was,
Yeah, it was.
a man in a mask.
Oh yeah.
I feel like his name should be blue-haired Kakashi. I don't know where the name comes from.
Caleb's like,
Uh,
enough
Alternate
with the
reality.
names. Enough with the names. I can see the rage. Please.
She looks to all of you and says, "That's interesting. We'll get to that in a moment.
Shut the fuck up.
But as I stated, the Wild Fang are looking for you, but we don't have a name to give them quite yet. I hope
You
that
can
during your
call
travels, you've decided upon something."
We did.
She
Becoming The coming dawn.
Definitely not.
She glances over at Roxy.
After the brothel whole shenanigan, we're not doing that name. I'm sorry.
Nice.
No, I don't think her name was Dawn.
Niche
The
joke?
The coming
cut?
brawn.
We could be the coming brawn.
With this group of misfits, I don't think there's much other to be called.
Teenage Mutant Ninja
The
Turtles.
Misfits.
How
The
about
Misfits.
Fred's
That's
misfortune?
It's gonna Fred's misfortune is hilarious.
I'm
To
fine.
honor
with
our
it.
fallen friend, not really fallen dead, but fallen out of his marriage probably, and
Ruined
his
his life, and we'll
His
honor
children
him.
hate him now. His job fired him.
What do you mean you're cheating? I came here to tell you I was pregnant.
His
Oh, no,
wife
I
has racked
didn't
up a bunch
cheat.
of gambling debt. and
Read
now
the
he's
note.
got
I
the shit beat
didn't
out of
cheat.
him.
He just said that.
So, Roxy, you mentioned the Misfits, and the Dragoness raises her eyebrow and says, "The Misfits."
I like that. I think that's a good name.
Seems about what we are.
Braun,
Yes, Benedict.
where did your hair go?
I'm sorry.
Braun left it
No,
in
it's
his...
morning. I haven't put my wig on yet.
Yeah, you left it in his room.
Can I change that, or do you have to?
I have to. I forgot to.
Ah.
Do you want
No,
me to
it's
change it?
No, I'll put it on before we leave.
Okay.
He needs to let his scalp air out.
Just let the skin
You know, I'm
breathe
pretty
a
sure
little
my
bit.
Meemaw did the same thing.
You're what?
My Meemaw did the same thing. She'd leave her wig off and let it air out.
Take out my
She only wore it when
dentures,
she
take
went
the
out in
wig off,
public.
take the dentures out.
That woman had dentures since she was in her 20s. She knew what was up.
The Dragoness looks to all of you and goes, "Very well. The Misfits it is. Now, to business. You all said that there was some masked individual there.
Aye, there was.
Any clue on who he was?"
None at all. The only thing we got out of him was the reason he was there was due to a man named O'Brian Cain. And we tried to do some research on him as well. We came up with that he is supposedly a good man, but from what I gathered from Isaac, he also likes the women at night.
He
What?
goes to the brothels a lot. Apparently, but we don't know
But-
which one.
Not
which
the
we've-
one in the Crimson District. He
Yeah,
goes
we
to
checked
the-
for him there.
In which we very unfortunately found that these are where men go to have intercourse with women.
I thought it was an
Hey,
all-you-can-eat
they're probably
buffet.
inclusive.
Oh, my
And-
dear boy. And you can see that
Whoa.
he's, like, she's trying to hold back a laugh. You get the idea that she has already heard this story.
And I'm just like shaking my head a little bit. There's like a little bit of a tear in mine. I'm just like, yeah. My
I
poor
really
wife.
wanted that.
I'm gonna have to tell her
Poor
about this.
wife.
I hope she doesn't beat me again.
Yes, Braun.
Again.
By the way, Braun, the best soup in the city is at Haven Inn.
Righty, I immediately take my notepad out.
You just write that down.
Like, and which district did you say that was in?
It's in the Storm District. It's number 11.
Got it. Actually writing that down. Best soup in town.
And she says, "I know the name O'Brian Cain. I'm well aware that he's one of the wealthiest people in the city, but as far as
Very philanthropic.
supposedly, I haven't heard or found any need to pursue him. And he does help in the Black District and the Wild District, but the Fang District, but he keeps his affairs away from us for whatever reason. I've not heard of him being... I've not heard of him having escorts. He certainly hasn't had any of mine, but...
He apparently likes the women in the Fang District, but we weren't able to find a brothel, to our
Well,
knowledge, that was in the Fang District.
that's because there isn't one. And that's a little concerning. This Cooper of yours, how certain are you that he's telling the truth?
He had
Unless his
honest
intel's wrong, he's usually pretty good.
It's not abnormal for the wealthy to take guests in the night. But the fact that I've never heard of him, or at least never heard that he has done it, and his position of power... Perhaps he's someone worth looking into, especially if this individual who aided you seems interested in him. And tell me more about this individual, this masked man.
Know if he was looking for O'Brian, or if he may be hired by him.
And his goals matched yours?
From what we can tell,
Hypothetically?
he killed everyone in there. I guess we kind of got caught up with the guards out front.
And what did he look like?
He had blue hair.
At this point,
Mouth
you're
really hot.
Was
Really hot, because immediately...
At this
Fine
point,
as
you're able to
hell.
give her his description about the armor, the mask, the hair, and the fact that
Kasara's really flowery about it.
All right, Kasara a little bit embellished, and as everyone is looking at her when she's done with her description, you get a little flushed in the cheeks as you realized you might have been a little bit more eager than you had originally thought.
She just eventually, what?
And she looks to you all and says, "He's a new player. Either low on the totem pole or new to the city. I've certainly never heard of him or seen him. So do be careful. But if his goals are aligned with ours in getting rid of the Black Fist, or at least trying to interfere with their work, he might be an ally, or he might be a nuisance." Your next mission, I was planning on being a raid on one of the ships that will be docking in the Black District. I'm not entirely sure what their cargo is, and so I'd like you to find out what it is and sink the ship. If it's people, set them free. If it's drugs, let them sink to the bottom of the ocean. It will be arriving in 3 days. So, during that time, if you would like, you can attempt to learn more about this masked individual and this O'Brian Cain. I'm not entirely sure if it will have any fruit, but if it does, then we may do good for the city yet, and if it doesn't, well, I suppose you haven't lost anything. What say you?
Sounds good.
Sink the ship! Sink the ship! I'm always excited to sink a ship.
Well, you'll have 3
If
days.
there's,
You'll
like-
have to wait 3 days, but I'm sure you'll use your time wisely, Braun.
If there's money or gold, can we keep it?
Of course.
I use it
Okay.
wisely. We know damn well I'm gonna be down there fucking around training a rat to put under my wig so that he can pull me around and make me soup.
What is he supposed to pull on?
A wig!
You
Oh,
just said
under
he's
my
under
hat.
the wig.
No, I meant
Oh.
under my hat.
Underneath the wig.
I was like,
Just-
if he's
just
under your
grabbing
wig,
onto
how's
his
he-
scalp
No.
and pulling on it.
He taps. He taps.
Just
Like
dig
Morse
it.
code.
He's like, oh, it's
Morse
just like,
code
what's
on
that?
my- Morse
It's like,
code
what's
on my
that
head.
weird little like slapping sound? I hear it every now and then Ron makes some weird jerky movement.
And I'm like,
It's like brain surgery when you stick something in the brain and their arm picks up. Like,
It just always seems to come with like the little like happy sound.
well, as I said, you have 3 days to do as you desire. If you'd like to look into this O'Brian Cain, you're more than welcome to. But the ship will be docking at the nearest port in the Blackfish District, at least nearest to the Crimson District. I used a little bit of money and managed to redirect their landing. But in the meantime, do as you please. Oh, and before I go, Benjamin, I'm certain you were there when I discussed to everyone that this was meant to be a secret organization that no one could possibly, or should possibly know that you work for me. So it must have
Yes.
skipped your mind when you walked into the center of my headquarters, gave them your entire name, and demanded the fact that you work for me.
Look at him and he'd be like, he did what?
It did slip my mind. You're right.
I'm gonna kind of go up and like cover my ears and be like, please don't yell at me, please don't yell at us, please don't yell at us.
I'm gonna dodge him. No, it's not gonna be an
Well, we can't have that now, can we? So, she stands up and pushes her chair back.
Was that a gun?
We can't have that, can we? Reginald?
Kills him on the spot. Kills him on the
Assassinates
spot.
him.
Face goes into the food.
She stands up, the chair scoots back gently, and she says, so, if any of you make this mistake again, all of you will be blacklisted in the Crimson District. Meaning that if you set foot in the Crimson District, you will be hunted and killed as if you were sport. So please, don't make this mistake again. And she turns...
I'm gonna follow her.
Okay, she begins to leave. She definitely notices you. This is usually about the point that she turns invisible. But she definitely notices you, and so you see her continue walking down the hall.
Yeah.
Down and I'm like, she's in the ground again.
I'm gonna
She's crawling through the ground.
chase after her.
All right.
Bloop.
At what point do you say something as she continues to march down the hallway?
I'm just gonna say, speaking of being blacklisted,
She looks over her shoulder to you.
and one of the reasons I know Isaac is good on at least what he knows. Like I said, I can't say if his information's always correct, but he did point out some of our own who are hunting for me.
Ezekiel, I'm guessing.
Aye.
He's always been a little overambitious. I'll have a word with him. Hopefully, he'll still steer clear. But you know
I've
how
been trying
it
to
is,
stay low. I know.
and I do appreciate that. We can't afford to lose you, Roxy.
I be trying my best.
Do me a favor.
Mm.
Keep the boys in line. She gives you a sly little smirk, and then disappears.
You know what's crazy is that she was the one who was trying to talk us out of going there anyways. She should have said that shit to Kasara. Kasara was like, yeah, let's go.
Alright. And you guys have the rest of the day.
Ooh, the rest of the day. I'm training rats. No, I'm just kidding.
I am training rats to cook me soup.
I am going to go
Can I just
draw
go-
for the day.
I want to go hunt something in the forest.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a survival check.
I would like to hunt behind and
Oh, I
sabotage
accidentally had advantage.
all of the
I have
hunting
advantage.
that Braun does.
Can I have an advantage because I'm a bad bitch?
No, reroll.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Actually, with Kasara sabotaging you for whatever reason, I need you to roll with a disadvantage. So roll again.
I already rolled a 3.
Roll again. We'll see if you get a 1.
13.
Okay, so
I would like to be doing this stealthily, though.
go ahead and roll a
Wait,
stealth
I would
check,
like-
Kasara.
Maybe. Perhaps
I got a nat one.
So,
I see her and I just. swing on her.
Braun, you pull out. I believe you have a javelin.
Yeah.
So you find a
I
target.
hear something in the.
You
in the
find you,
bushes.
and you're getting ready. You pull up your spear, and then all of a sudden you just hear, "Run!" from behind you as you see a beast take off in the tree, and you turn and you see Kasara going and hiding behind a tree.
I am gonna huck my javelin towards her, not trying to hit her, but just towards her, just trying to scare her.
Okay. Right next to you in the tree, Kasara.
I am gonna cackle and run and hide in a different tree.
I'm gonna start hunting her for sport. I would like to roll today. I'm just kidding.
I would like to.
Wait,
fuck
can
with
I
him the whole
stealthily? Can I stealthily set like a foot trap, and see if she walks through it? And she
Go
gets
ahead and roll a stealth
strung up
check.
in the tree. I'm gonna get your ass.
Can
Oh,
I
wait,
go sit on the roof? Can I somehow get on the
Oh
roof
no!
of the building
I kept myself in my own trap.
so
Yes,
I can watch this?
Roxy,
from above?
you are sitting up on the roof. There's an easy spiral staircase in one of the four corners, and you are able to easily get yourself up onto the roof, and you are sitting there looking through the jungle canopy and watching Braun and Kasara hide from each other, and you're watching as Braun is like and he puts down this like noose essentially on the ground, getting ready to foot trap Kasara, and then he like turns and accidentally touches it with his foot, and pulls himself up and then back down and up and down.
And Kasara would like to pop out from behind a tree and double middle finger it, be like, "Heh
and then run.
Like
And I'm
to-
gonna think to myself, how the hell does she think that I'm gonna keep any of these in line?
I am going to retie
handy
the
in a
rope
fight.
into a noose and kill myself in front of Kasara, because that was the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
I
You know
I
what? No, now
helped
I'm gonna
his
kill myself.
soul
Now you're gonna go
over or
ahead.
whatever.
Across the rainbow bridge.
All right.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I cut myself out of the tree and I just fuck it and go back home. I'm pissed. I'm gonna go
So
pout somewhere.
the three of you are. I'm sure that Roxy has quite a few new doodles in her sketchbook now.
Oh yeah, I'm drawing them.
Of Braun and Kasara's antics, and you two acting like older and younger siblings now are able to head home and relax a little bit after your morning fun. Benjamin, what are you up to?
I'm in the lower basement reading books on reading science books on anatomy and different spells about revivification.
Okay. And I'm assuming that you just pulled these from the study room.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So you pulled some book from the study room, some generic, easy, there are dozens of copies of these. There's nothing real secret in them. And honestly,
Yeah.
most of this stuff is stuff that you already knew because of
Just
your
touching up
because of your school.
because yeah, I have nothing to experiment with. It all got eaten or destroyed.
So,
Sir?
with that, is there anything else you guys would like to do for today, or is today over?
I am good for today.
Yeah, today's over.
All
I
right.
got my giggles.
All right.
I
You
would like
guys
this.
have your fun and arise the next morning and are able to gather around the table again for your free meal. And as always, it is delicious and nutritious. A little disturbing, of course, with with Benjamin sitting there eating a spoil of spiders, worms, and cockroaches. But you're getting pretty used to it at this point.
I wouldn't say getting used to. Getting better at ignoring.
Tolerating.
You're becoming more tolerant, even though that tolerant may be bored of frustration and anger. All right, and the day continues on. You now have 2 days left before that ship arrives, if there's anything you guys want to do in that time.
No.
I would like to find Benedict in his studies and ask him some questions.
All right.
Okay,
Just-
I will
is he
be in the basement then.
downstairs? Yeah.
All
I
right,
had
so the two of you, you follow him down into the basement where he is doing his study, putting on your hair in order to present yourself the best way that you can. And setting down and stepping into the room that's smelling a little bit better. But mostly because of the stale air, this scent isn't going away very rapidly. But it's tolerable at this point.
I'm gonna have to make them open up a window or something down here.
In the basement?
Benedict! Yeah. They need an AC system in there or something. We need some ventilation. Big old fans. Anyways. Benedict. I'm curious to know something.
What would you like to know, Bron?
You're studying, like, how to bring somebody back from the dead, correct?
Only partially correct.
What do you mean partially?
As much as I would love to be able to bring someone back from the dead, my ultimate goal is to become completely immortal and never die.
And so, like, was your childhood normal, or how
wrong
did you?
with
I'm
you?
just like, yeah, I'm just a little curious as to what the hell you mean by that.
I find it hard to become attached to anyone. You, like the others, will probably die early, sooner than later.
Is that a threat? I'm just kidding.
Everyone that surrounds themselves with me ends up dying eventually.
I think I fear that's just the cycle of life. Do you hang out with a lot of old people?
No, I don't.
Well, I was gonna ask like who you were trying to bring back to life, but
Except for when I was in the academy. There were some older teachers, but they were all imbeciles.
yeah, you're pretty smart. Well, sort of glance around and be
Remember
like,
that?
Bron, your wig is starting to get quite a bit of wear and tear.
we have to figure out when the next carnival is so we can get re-up, you know.
You have to update the character art.
I know.
I know.
I know that you are not very smart, but stuffed animals at the carnival is not the only thing you can make a wig out of.
What else do you suggest making another wig out of? I know, I flipped him off. Did you see me?
Yes.
It's like,
Look, I know you're a moron, but
Braun's like, I may be stupid.
I'm fairly certain you could probably purchase an actual wig at a store, a clothing store, or somewhere. And if not, maybe animal fur, or shave the hair off other parts of your body, and we can put it on top of your head.
We're gonna
Or
have
do
to
you
have we're gonna have to have a sliding wheel of all of Braun's tokens with different hairstyles.
Long,
Yeah, by the
luscious
way,
locks.
An armpit wig.
That's so gross.
Shave
He
hair off of
seems
your
to have-
body.
No, stop.
He
You
has
couldn't
wigs that
stop.
match all of our hair at one point.
Yeah, at one point each of you become bald one by one, and Braun suddenly has a whole bunch of different
No.
wigs.
This whole time, I've low-key been, like, as we're doing combat and stuff, I hit something, and then I, like, reach over and pretend to, like, pull, or I pull a couple hairs out of your guys' head, and I'm collecting all of them to make wigs based on each of you.
That's crazy.
So I have a couple pockets on my pants. One, Benedict's hair, Roxy's hair, Cassandra's hair.
And you all thought that Benjamin was the freak.
That's a crazy thing.
I'm making a
This is
wig.
true.
How does that make me a freak? I'm just trying to be a friend. These are my friends. I want to have a piece of them forever.
He's like a bird who takes the hair and makes a nest out of it.
Exactly. Dude,
Anyway.
recycling.
Anyway, as Braun and Benjamin have this conversation, there's a moment of pause as Braun contemplates the idea of becoming immortal and using something else as a wig other than a stuffed animal. What do you guys do next?
What?
Can I go find Kasara?
Real quick, what do Braun and Benjamin do next?
Oh.
It's
We'll jump to-
Oh,
it's
I
beside
was
the. Oh, go ahead.
just curious as to, I guess, what's the big reasoning? Like, why do you seek immortality?
Do you wish to die?
It's
Everyone.
the cycle of life.
It's fairly simple. Everyone that surrounds me dies. I don't want them to die.
I'm gonna just kind of look around and be like,
You're alive now. You won't be.
and
It's, it always ends the same.
I'm gonna mysteriously say, I think that death would bring me the only thing I truly want. And then I'm just gonna turn
What
and flip my wig and walk out.
I would like to see how your wife feels about that. I hear she beats you.
Shots fired.
Benjamin's
I'm
not
just
making it out
gonna
of the
look.
basement.
I'm just gonna look back at him and just stare him down for a second. Hardcore stare him down. Like, you ain't never seen me mad like this.
This came from your own mouth.
Braun, roll an
I'm gonna
intimidation
stop
check
for a
with
second
advantage.
and be like, oh, intimidation, there we go. 14.
Okay.
I
There
was
is
like, what?
a very hard, imposing presence coming from Braun as you bring this subject up, this sudden seriousness that washes over him and tightens every muscle across his body as he stares down at you.
I fear I may have struck a nerve. This was not my intention. I was only repeating what had been spoken from your lips.
I'm gonna say, it only comes from my lips. She can beat me as much as she wants, and then I turn around and leave.
All right, no kink shaming here. Anyway,
Very, Benjamin just thinks to himself, very interesting. And then he'll go back to what he was reading.
all right. And at that point, while the two of you are down in the basement having a little chat, Kasara and Roxy, what are the two of you up to?
I'm just puttering around. I'm not doing anything specific. So I am easy to find.
I'm gonna call Kasara over. I'm gonna be like, see you're puttering, and I'm gonna be like in the living room somewhere with sofas.
That would probably be the study area down here. Either that or in the upper area upstairs.
if you're tracking around upstairs, then sure. I'll be upstairs. I'll be doodling, and I see her trotting around.
All
Hey,
right.
will you just sit?
Yeah, sure. What?
What you be doing? Why are you pacing?
I just like to be doing stuff. I like to be moving.
You seemed uncomfortable.
I would say it's more idle hands.
Hmm. So, you be itching for a fight?
Itching to get out of the house.
Does the house make you uncomfortable?
Didn't say uncomfortable. I just, I like to. I don't like being held down in one spot for too long. I like exploring and, adventure awaits.
What happened
Adventure awaits.
in your whole life?
I need wine to have this conversation.
He says I need to be severely inebriated.
Reginald!
Reginald! Booze, please.
Booze me, Jeeves.
Reginald does come with a tray with 2 glasses and a bottle of wine and pours it for you if you'd like.
I grab the bottle and cheers, Roxy.
Yeah,
Take,
saw that one coming.
He places the tray under his arm and gives you a gentle bow and then moves on back to his duties.
I'm gonna raise my eyebrow up at her.
Oh, just normal family life stuff.
What do you mean by that?
Crazy psycho
Normal?
mom who worships a torture god, normal things.
What the
Normal.
fuck does that mean?
I don't think I've ever seen my mom worship a torture god.
Well, when you live in a mushroom swamp, not a lot to do out there. So, people got inventive. It's a way of life.
I'm a mushroom swamp?
Yeah, the fungus swamps, isn't
Buds?
that it's
The
fungus
fungal
Or
swamp.
something?
Fungal swamp. Fungal swamp. Wow, that was a hard word.
I have never
Say that
seen
5 times fast.
nothing like that. I may have traveled on the seas, but I've never come across something like that.
You're probably the better for it. It's really just it's the armpit of the continent.
Sounds unpleasant.
It is. So
Sounds stinky.
I like exploring, making up for last night. I tend to, be on the move.
I can see.
So tell me about your travels. What's
Which part?
your What?
Which part?
You said you were on a boat.
I grew up on a ship.
Was it a nice boat?
I nice boat.
Sarah, give me something more, please?
I'm trying to remember what the ship was called, to be honest.
Kasara also is really unsure how to have meaningful conversations.
I remember.
The moon shadow.
I
Oh,
grew up
sorry.
on the Moon Shadow. It was the name of the ship.
That sounds like fun. Your mom was a pirate?
Yes, she be. I grew up with the whole crew.
So where are they?
Davy Jones.
Oh, who's
Is that
that?
a bar? Yeah. I
Is
knew
that
it
like
was
an
coming.
uncle or something?
I knew
Ah.
it was coming.
Davy Jones means the bottom of the sea.
Oh.
Aye.
Oof.
Well, that sucks. But,
My mom
threw me off the ship to save me. And the Dragoness is who found me.
You know, death always has a purpose. And this is yours.
Benjamin's gonna be walking by and say, "Nope."
And then go to his room.
He said, "This is not a safe space for me."
Kasara just glares as he walks by.
I guess. I try not to think about it too much. Anyways, I've been here for many years and was raised around these towns. Not much more.
So, if you were bored and just kind of wanting to get out and just explore, where would you go?
How the hell do we get out of here?
You mean out of this island?
Well, no, within the city bounds, whatever. Somewhere off the beaten path.
I'm not really sure.
Bro, you lived here your whole life. That's what she's
I
like,
know.
"Girl."
I've been around most of the parts, and some of the parts that I haven't gone to, I really haven't want to.
Valid.
I mean, it could be fun.
What are you thinking?
Walk around and see what we run into.
You want to look for that ninja.
Well, that would be a bonus.
Right?
Just
I'd be down.
adventure.
Sure. You gonna be sober enough for it? I'm gonna look at the wine in her hand.
She
It's
says
half
nope.
gone.
She said,
I'm
nope.
gonna polish off the rest of the bottle, not even feel a little tipsy, and say, "Let's go."
She does that
Alright.
thing where she like swishes it in a circle so that it gets the thing, and then she.
The tornado shot. All right.
Yeah.
So, are you two ladies off to the city on your own, or are you gathering the others?
I would be good with.
You guys can go alone.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go alone.
Probably shouldn't, honestly. You should
Girls'
not let us
night.
back in.
Girls'
Not
night!
She said, "Keep the boys in check." That means leaving us where we at.
Leaving you behind where you can't do any damage.
Yes, exactly.
All right. So the two of you head off into the city in order to enjoy some.
Is
girls'
it nighttime?
At this point, it's probably about like noon. It's about midday. Are you waiting till
Could
nighttime?
we? Yeah.
Okay.
Where it's dark and stealthy.
You wait till after dinner while the guys head up to either rest or study or do whatever it is they do in their rooms alone, and the two of you head off. Is there anything else that you guys wanted to do during the day before we move on to their story?
No.
No.
All right. So Kasara and Roxy, the two of you, now fully sober, as a few hours have passed, are able to walk into the city as the lights are dim and only illuminated from the street lamps. The city is very dark, and there are plenty of shadows, although places like the Fang District and the Silver District are lit up more than others. There is definitely plenty of places for a masked, blue-haired man to stow himself away in. What would you two like to do?
I would like for us to go in like a shady part of town and just kind of walk the streets or walk the alleys or.
Okay.
Ooh,
Rock-
we
Go
do the Legolas thing. Get up on roofs and stealthily move through the shitty part of town. You just see what we see, because that's how I found the blue guy last time.
Okay.
But we're also keeping our eye out for just general mischief.
I could be thinking the Black District, right?
Roxy,
Don't be
you
too
know
worried
from
about
living
stone.
here that the Black District is the most dangerous district in the city. But there are parts of the Burning District, even the Crimson District, that are not for the soft at heart. And the Storm District and Silver District are a little bit better, but there are still those few occasional spots where you don't want to walk into that alley. So where would you like to go?
I'm good with the Black District. Baby.
We could also stalk out the ports a little bit. To kind of get the bearings. Look around while we're nosing around.
Sock out the what? Sorry.
Stalk out the ports.
Stock out the docks, like
alright.
of the like as we're going through.
So how are you two moving through the city? Stealthily along rooftops, like you said, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think
So
so.
you will have to cross through the Crimson District if you're running along rooftops to get to the Black District.
That be the case. And I'm gonna cast Without a Trace.
All right. Both of you roll stealth checks and add 10.
I got dirty 20 then.
All righty.
Because I got 10, so.
I got 10 as well, so 20.
All right, both of you
Yeah.
with dirty 20s. You climb onto the nearest rooftop the moment that you get inside the gate and manage to slink into the shadows. Roxy, you're actually kind of surprised at how adept Kasara is at this, and definitely following her lead, even though you're the one using the magic to make the shadows cling to you and making your footsteps more muffled. It seems that Kasara has been traditionally trained in these methods, whereas you are just using the survival instincts that you have gained over your years. And you guys move across, keeping an eye out for any sort of motion or any kind of activity that could lead you to this individual. Go ahead and roll me perception checks as you're looking for him along the way.
11.
Okay.
Get back spells.
25. Not 20.
Natural.
Yeah.
I smell him
I
with my
smell-
animal instincts.
I smell the pheromones coming off of this
My
man.
wolf and bear side
Smell
comes
your
out.
sweat.
It's like those science studies that they've done where they make different women smell sweaty shirts from different men for the pheromones.
Yeah, and the ones off birth control and the ones on birth control had two very different reactions. Yeah, those are always interesting.
Yep.
But either way, with a
She
natural
just
20.
finds him.
He just steps out right in front. He finds you, actually.
she finds me.
Cool.
Ah. She looks up into the sky and goes, "Who the fuck are you?" I am the
bat
Watcher.
symbol, bro.
I watch.
Yeah.
I am the Lorax. I speak for the tree.
Wait, yeah, you are. Yeah.
And for some fucking
He's-
reason, they're speaking Vietnamese.
Oh my god. She sees the NPC and is like, "Who's behind you? No, who? Somebody's controlling you."
There's a puppet
no,
master.
no.
All right, and with a natural 20, you manage to, as you shift, you grab onto Kasara's arm as you see something quickly move across the rooftop, not too far, just a few moments after you enter the Black District. And you watch as you see the blue-haired individual moving from rooftop to rooftop, looking down alleyways. He seems to be not interested in the docks, but is moving closer in.
I want to stealthily move closer to watch. I'm going to just do like this, like, hey, and then point in that direction. And I'll do
Alright.
like this to say his head. Like that weird hair guy.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
All right, the two of you follow as you see him move across the rooftop. Look to the right, look to the left, look down in the alleyways. Then dash over. And as you guys are following after him, you're noticing over in the side there is some rubble and busted up and broken and burned down houses over in
Oh,
this
you
area.
added it to the thing.
I may have updated the map.
Way to rub our shame in our faces.
As,
Way to make us relive our trauma.
as he is
Crazy.
continuing to move along the rooftops, and you start to notice there is an individual that he seems to be following. What looks to be a half-orc with these long tusks, this black hair that's in a ponytail. He seems to be... The half-orc has a cloak over his body. And you're only able to know that he's a half-orc because he, like, turns over his shoulder, like he's looking around as if he's, looking out for a tail. And you notice his face. And you see the individual just following along, and as he continues farther down the road, the individual continues following as well.
I raise
Quick
my eyebrows
question.
at her, like,
We did technically have a long rest.
You've
since
had
the
more than
rat
one
fight,
long
correct?
rest, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
just I haven't hit the button yet, and I just wanted to double check myself.
And you guys notice the half-orc gets into the burning district, and as he's walking along the main road, he suddenly turns and begins sprinting into the alleyways. And you see the blue-haired individual giving chase along the rooftops, moving back and forth, going in for in order to, moving with intent to keep an eye on him.
We are gonna follow stealthily.
All right. You guys follow behind, and you see after a little while, the blue-haired individual manages to get across another main road and then sort of stops. And you can see him looking back and forth down the alleyways.
Do we see the half-orc anywhere?
Go ahead and roll a perception check. He seems to be struggling to find his target.
9.
Unfortunately, with a 9, the half-orc also managed to give you the slip, and you're not able to see any cloaked individuals moving throughout this area. Are you looking, Roxy, or no?
I'm looking.
All right, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Man, we're on par.
I'm gonna
Jesus,
I'm gonna
how
tell you
are
right
we
now.
rolling?
He also rolled a 9.
Yeah!
All three of you rolled 9s across the board. And so you can see him getting a little tense, a little frustrated, and he begins to choose a direction and begins moving, looking through the alleyways again, trying to reacquire his target.
I am willing to continue to just kind of keep an eye on him at this point and follow.
All right, the two of you continue to follow as he moves across the rooftops and jumps across houses. He seems to almost be trying to make a circular pattern, trying to hopefully cut off this individual before they get somewhere that he can't see. And with that, he manages to drift over, and you see his head turn and then snap off to the side. And he moves over and quickly begins moving across the rooftops again. Roxy, you definitely, being a druid, notice that this is like a predator who has found his prey and is going on the hunt again. And so you see him begin to quickly run across the rooftops, trying to catch up with his target.
Still follow.
Yep.
To the best of our ability.
And eventually the two of you stop as the blue-haired individual stops as well. And you glance around looking at the neighborhood you're in. This is a very nice neighborhood. This is essentially a gated community. And so it's actually getting harder and harder to stay along the rooftops as the buildings are farther and farther apart. And you can see that they're actually, unlike most of the other city where it's mostly like brick and stone around the houses, these ones actually have gated areas around the house that are filled with grass and trees and stuff like that. This is definitely a wealthy community. And you see, as you guys are struggling to get from building to building simply because of the distance between them, you guys are having to jump down, jump a fence, climb up the building, and go over on a few of them. And so is he. And you guys manage to get to a spot where he stops. And he begins to watch. And you're not entirely sure what's going on in the street beneath him as you guys are standing basically on the other side of the roof behind him. But he seems to be observing.
We observe him observing.
I was gonna say we observe him observing the half orc.
It's like a kaleidoscope. I observe him observing him, who observes him, who...
Yep, exactly.
You watch him for a moment as he... And then he stops watching whatever it is he's watching, and he looks around and begins to check his surroundings. He doesn't notice the two of you as he looks behind him, and you two duck behind the lip of the peak of the roof. And then you hear his gentle footsteps begin to move across the roof to the side. And he is going to attempt to go into another stealth. So I need both of you to roll perception checks.
18.
Both of you see
Look
him...
at that persuasion. Why can't I roll that persuasion on a normal basis? What the hell? Sorry. Okay, we're good.
She accidentally rolled a 19, and she never rolls a 19.
No, I never rolled 19. That's messed up, man.
But with an 18 and a 12, both of you manage to see him move along the rooftop, jump down, and as you guys get to the edge of the rooftop and look to see where he went, he is gone. And neither of you are able to spot him at this moment. You're not entirely sure where he went.
Can I see the half orc?
Looking around, go with an 18. We'll go ahead and keep your perception. You do not see him on the streets or anything like that, and it takes you a moment, but you clock somebody through a window, and you're like, and it takes you yep, that's definitely him. You see the face of the half-orc inside one of the fancier houses wearing what looks like a fancy outfit, like clean clothes, suit pants, and a vest and a tie. And he seems to be almost like basically like Reginald, almost like a waiter or some sort of staff member inside of this house. And actually...
Do something a little crazy.
Hold on a second.
Catch it on fire.
And you also do see that there are a few... there's a guard moving through the house. 1 second.
Inside the house?
Along in the garden on the outside. Apologies, I need to pull up a token. Alright, and I will bring you guys onto this map. As the two of you see inside this window the half-orc individual. Ron and Benjamin, you don't see anything, but I'm going to leave your tokens there for the sake of it. Make things a little easier. The two of you see him in there, and it looks like he is cleaning and adjusting what looks like sitting like a bar, like a personal drinking room almost. He is just cleaning. What are you two doing?
You know what? I actually, never mind. I was going to say I was going to do something crazy, but I might just sit and watch. Because he's obviously interested in this orc.
And at this point, from what we can tell, we're on the same we kind of have the same common enemy. It might not be for the same reasons. But he seems to not like the people we don't like. So if he's interested in this dude, he's probably not a good dude.
Okay.
Enemy of our enemy is our friend.
So you guys continue watching him as he does his work, as he cleans, as he maintains a little bit, and eventually a door on the at the end of the room opens, and you guys see a portly individual walking in a very fancy attire, bald head, some slight goatee and mustache type thing going on, but very clean cut and well dressed, walks in. And you're not entirely sure what they're saying because you're too far away to hear, but this portly individual steps over and they begin talking back and forth, and you see basically the almost seems demanding the bald individual, and the half-orc gives a nod and pulls out what looks like a envelope that is sealed and hands it over to him, and he takes it and opens it up and reads. You see a grin and a large smile, and then he stows the envelope away and holds his hand out to the half-orc, who hands him what looks like a small baggie. And the guy places it in his hands and he shakes it around a little bit and goes, the wide smile, stows it away in his pocket, and then puts the letter in his jacket pocket. And you see him say something to the half-orc individual, and the man gives a gentle bow, and the individual steps back outside.
I'm gonna lean over to Roxy and be like, are you following him or do you want me to follow him?
Well, he doesn't step back outside. He steps outside of the room, back deeper
okay.
into the house. Yes.
I'm just gonna look at her and be like, drugs.
Ah,
Seems
was sorry.
like something like that. Is there any way I can sneak? Like, do I see any like chimneys on the roof big enough where I could get in one?
You do definitely see what looks like a large fireplace chimney over here. And there is another chimney over in the farther corner, neither of which are belching any smoke right now.
Santa?
Can I stealth
Santa.
onto the roof?
All right. Yeah, you can definitely try. There is a guard that is moving back and forth along in the fenced area. So go ahead and give me a stealth check to see if you get spotted. Or to see if you can, get down and head over there without being spotted.
I don't want to move.
Don't forget, you also have Misfit dice.
Oh, true.
Do you guys care if I do misfit dice? Because I really don't want to get caught.
You're good.
How dedicated to your plan are you?
I just want to know what's in the house.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, do it.
But our big tank is back at home, so we can't get in a
Our
fight.
big tank.
What are you gonna do? Shove me down the like? What?
It's up
she
to
said,
you.
"Get in."
Real quick, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'll use misfit to re-roll stealth.
Alrighty.
9.
9.
Okay.
Alright.
I guess.
So as you stealth your way down and you are quietly moving across the street with no issue, you begin to head towards the chimney and you grab hold of the fence to start climbing, and you grab hold of one of the older parts of it and you hear it, and then you see a man, you see the guard turn, "Ma'am, what are you doing over there?" And he starts moving towards you.
I was just trying to get a little lift up so I could maybe steal one of the pink flowers off this tree. I was just walking by and it was really pretty and I like pressing flowers. I have a whole collection.
Make a deception check.
Nat 20.
Natural 20. All right.
That's crazy.
He looks at you and goes,
Lets you in.
he looks at you and goes, "Oh yeah, my daughter loves these things. Here, hold on a second." And he like walks over, and you see like he has this spear that he reaches up and cuts down one of the
He
stems of the
helps
flyer.
you.
It falls down, and it falls down, and he grabs hold of it. Looking at this man, he is definitely wearing armor that is similar to what you've seen with the guards and stuff like that, but he has no symbol on his chest. There's no shield and swords crossed behind it. And based off of the, there's actually a lightning bolt that goes across both shoulders like this. And based off of his attire, he definitely seems more mercenary than he does city official. And so he takes the flower and holds it out to you and goes, "Here you go. Try not to get in any trouble."
Torture him for
I'm
information.
going to what?
Torture him for information.
Come here.
I am hoping, as a distraction, Roxy might end up trying to get past. But as he gives me the flower, I'm going to be like, "Oh, that's so incredibly sweet. What are I'm gonna play ignorant and be like, do you enjoy being a guard and working for like the Duke,
Roll a persuasion check.
Mayor?"
Whoever you work for.
I'm gonna turn into a cat.
11.
All right, you want to turn into a cat?
Yeah.
All right. You shift into a feline form and are able to do as you please. Kasara, as you're talking with him, he definitely has that, like, the way he's like standing, he's like, "I gotta go," but he's like doesn't want to be rude and just like walk away from you. So he's like, "Oh, I'm nothing that important, you know." Mr. O'Brien is a great a great employer though, so you know he pays well and not much happens throughout the night. So outside of little adventures like this, so but I do have to get back to my work. And at that point, a cat begins to walk up next to you.
I'm just gonna go meow, meow, and I'll rub up against Kasara's legs, and then I'm assuming this is a metal fence,
It
right?
is.
Can I squeeze through?
Very easily, just like with no
And I'm gonna
issue.
come up to him and rub up meow, meow.
Oh, Snuffleupagus, whatever your name is.
Roll-
I don't stumble over the name. I just
Snuffleupagus.
have a speech. Yes.
All right, go ahead and roll
I
a
just have a
persuasion
speech
check,
impediment.
Roxy.
Damn it. Persuasion?
Yeah, to see if he's okay with you being there. I'll give you advantage because you're a cat.
I'm kitty. Meow meow.
I'm just a little kitty cat.
Persuasion. God damn it. I just waste my good persuasion.
You have
Can we take the one from
I know. Okay.
Are we gonna preemptively use a misfit dice? What do you have?
11.
11.
She rolled it twice.
I didn't roll it twice. I rolled it once. I got advantage.
Yep. With an 11.
Oh, that was my persuasion.
Because you're a cat, he does just reach down and give you a little bit of scritches and goes, "All right, now both of you two need to get out of here. It's late. Got stuff to do."
I'm gonna salute him and be like, "Aye, Captain."
And to you,
I'm gonna nod and I'm gonna start walking along.
all right. He goes, "Ah, cat."
No.
And he like tries to run over and like grab you. He's like, "Nope, you can't go over there."
I'm gonna climb up in the tree.
and he goes, "Ah, shit."
And as there's another card right there.
The fire department.
At that point, you hear,
Why is there 2 cats now?
"Gary!"
We doubled.
Oh, that's just a glitch in Roll20. Sometimes it like leaves your token behind. Don't worry. On our screens, there is only one cat.
Okay, good.
But you hear, Gary, I got a cat over here. What am I supposed to do with it? And you hear off in the distance, you got a what?
What?
As the guard walks around and goes, it's a cat. It ran up in the tree. And he goes, it's a freaking cat, man. What's it going to do? He goes, well, I thought we weren't supposed to let anything around here. He goes, anyone. It's a flippin' cat. What's the cat going to do?
While they are distracted, I'm gonna try and get up on the roof from here.
Okay, go ahead and
And
roll
I'll
a stealth
pretend like I can't get down.
check. Okay, make another persuasion check. I'll say you have advantage again because you're a cat and you're desperate.
14 this time.
Alrighty.
I got 19.
19.
Fuck
So-
yeah.
So,
It looked like a stuck.
Roxy, you're running up there, running back and forth on a branch going, oh, come on, Gary. Like, look at it. It's panicking as hell. He goes, God, you're such a softie. Why are you so... go up there and get it then. Like, it's... All right. And he like starts trying to climb the tree and goes, here, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty. Like, trying to get you down. And he's like, it's going to
And
be all
just
right.
when he gets close enough, I'll jump on his shoulder and then jump down.
And he goes, all right. He goes, here, kid. And he's like holding onto one branch and like trying to reach out. He like left his spear at the bottom of the tree and he's like, here, kid. And you like jump on his shoulder and get down. And he goes, oh, what the? And the guy goes, you got duped by a cat. Shut up. And he like starts climbing down. He's like, all right, you want to get back to your job now? And he goes, all right, fine. While all of that is happening, Roxy, Kasara, you are sneaking over, and you manage to get over the gate quietly using one of the like large metal posts that are in there instead of the little ones. You are able to climb over, get down onto the ground, and move towards the wall without much issue. And you can see into what looks like a very lavished and expensive bedroom.
Nice.
Are you trying to climb the roof?
Yes.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check to see if you can do it quickly.
Does it have to be athletic?
I will allow athletics or acrobatics.
14?
Would you prefer acrobatics, or do you want to keep that 14?
14 is... I don't really want to risk it. I feel like 14's decent enough.
It's up to you.
Now I'm stressed.
Now I'm scared. Don't make me make decisions.
I'm gonna stick with the 14.
Okay, given the amount of time that Roxy distracted those guards and how funny it was, you are able to climb up onto the roof without much issue. By the time you are up on the roof, I assume you're moving towards the chimney?
Yeah.
By the time you get up onto the roof and move towards the chimney, you see that the other guy, still busting Gary, still busting the other guy's balls, is like, let me know if you find, a dog up there next time. I'd really like to see you try and get that thing. You know what? If you find a squirrel on the ground, shut up, Gary! And then they like walk away, and Gary's just laughing to himself as he moves on. No one seems to notice you up on the roof.
Do I see the kitty anywhere?
I'm sitting by this windowsill. I'm looking into this window.
All right, and you can see the half orc in there, and he's like, get away, cat.
And I'm gonna rub up against the window. I paw at it a little.
Roll another persuasion check.
I am going to
19?
19. Okay, he looks at you and
Rules for tonight.
And you see him pull out this like little bowl, and he grabs a bottle and uncorks it and pours what looks like a cream or milk, and like comes over to the window, and he's like looking around a little bit, and he cracks it open and like places the bowl outside the windowsill.
Can I try to
actually
squeeze
Kahlua.
in?
Roll me roll me an athletics check to see, as a cat, to see if you can in there before he does. So you'll be using the cat stat, not yours.
Yeah. Athletics. So I have Dex.
Yeah.
Either athletics or acrobatics, actually, because they're both
So-
kind of in this scenario.
The only thing I could roll would be Dex, Perception, Stealth.
Okay, then.
Yeah, purple.
So go ahead and either roll a dex or a strength then.
Okay. Dex it is.
A 5. So
Aww.
as you're like getting ready, like you're getting ready to do the cat pounce, but you haven't been a cat for very long, and so you're not used to like charging up, and so by the time you pounce, the glass door shuts and you just thump against the glass, just bonk, and he looks at you like, what the hell, cat?
And I'm gonna paw out the window again.
Let me in, please.
he just points to the cream and then turns.
I'm gonna smack the bowl off.
Bang.
Walk away.
Give me
I'm-
what I want.
Going to kind of like peek my head over to try and see the cat.
You see the cat slap a bowl of cream off the windowsill and just sassily march down the grass.
Okay. Can I use the hempen rope to tie a way down and shimmy down the chimney?
Oh, I forgot to change the music. Hold on a second. Yes, you can. So you go ahead and use your rope and then tie it up and try and shimmy your way down. This is going to be a tight fit. Chimneys are not meant for people, and even though this one is large and grandiose, it's still basically like you've maybe got 2 inches at each shoulder, and your chest is going to be rubbing up against the chimney a little bit. You gather that you're going to be very filthy when you get done with this, but you're more than welcome to try.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and make me an acrobatics check to see how well you Circus Soleil your way down a chimney.
Just do it however Santa Claus does it.
Suck
He
in
gets
your
down there
gut.
fine. He's way bigger than you. He can get down there fine.
16?
16. All right, with that, you manage to actually have the intelligence to go down feet first and just sort of like use the rope holding onto it and just make yourself very narrow and slide down using the rope without any
In
issue
my
until
head,
you're
I'm
moving.
singing the Charlie's Angels theme song right now.
I was going Mission Impossible, just do.
No, girl power. It is Charlie's Angels in this household.
Well, I've never seen it, so.
Blasphemy.
Clearly.
And so you manage to shimmy down, and you are covered in black soot. At this point, you are basically just like a pillar of darkness as you come down on your feet and pull yourself into the room, looking around.
I would like to make sure that no one is in the room before I go into it.
Well,
I did already. Well, I did already know that because I could see like the
Yes.
shadow of the room. So
you could see into the window through the window, or you can see into the room through the windows. And not only that, but you landed feet first. So if there was somebody in there, they probably would have seen your feet falling out of the chimney. So as far as you can tell, looking in there, there doesn't seem to be anyone inside.
Okay. I am obviously being very quiet.
All right, go ahead and roll me another stealth check then.
17.
Okay, 17. You are quietly moving across this space, making sure not to step on any loose floorboards that might make any sounds. Where are you heading to?
Stealthily open this door, like just kind of like peek underneath it first.
All right, looking in, you don't see anything of interest, no movement or anything. It is very late at night, so you gather that most people are probably gone. and you see a hallway that leads down to what looks like a main square. And you do hear a little, some voices, just basically like some passive noises, just the noises people make when they're standing around doing nothing, down the end of this hall. And with that, we will jump back to Roxy, who is a cat hiding away in the corner. What are you up to?
I'm trotting around the outside.
Just making the rounds?
Yep.
All right, moving through the bushes and making sure not to get caught in any of the thorns from the roses or anything like that. You scout out the area. All right, and back to Kasara. What are you doing now?
I stealthily poke my head through this door and look in there.
All right, looking inside, you can see what looks like a hallway and an oven. And there's a familiar scent of bread, meats. Just basically, this is obviously a kitchen. And there doesn't seem to be any staff here. Wandering through, you manage to find the dining hall. And as you look through that door, you said you were looking underneath the doors, correct?
Just see if I see any moving shadows or
Okay.
notice any signs of someone being in there.
I'm going to
before I
open the door, but it's not actually being opened. It's just that way you can see what's on the other side. And you definitely note that there are two men standing in the main entrance. And they're just kind of like, they're more heavily armored than the guys that were outside. The guys outside were essentially wearing just a breastplate or chainmail or something like that. These guys are wearing full plate armor, but they have the same symbol, the lightning bolts running across the shoulders. And they're just kind of standing there, it's another day on guard duty, just waiting for something interesting to happen.
Okay. Obviously, I do not open that door.
Alrighty.
So I go back this way.
You begin
Back into that room.
chasing back into the bedroom, and you can see you're having to be careful now around the window as you see that the guard Gary has returned to his post, and so you're having to be careful moving through and clinging to the window and keeping yourself low so he doesn't spot you back inside the house. Of course,
Yep,
his
I do
attention
kinda
isn't.
this.
What was that? Oh yeah.
I was gonna say I do this little scurry thing.
Yeah. His attention isn't much inside the house, as he's a perimeter guard. He's supposed to be keeping people out. So he doesn't look in as super often, but he is out there.
Okay, so remaining stealthy. Peek underneath this door.
All right, you don't see anybody in there. As you open it up, you can see what looks like a bathroom.
Damn it! I was hoping this would lead. Ooh, can I stick my ear up against this wall and hear anything that's going on in this office?
Go ahead and
Since I know
make
the
a
blue orc
perception
is in
check. Roxy, you're continuing to make rounds around the house.
16.
16. You hear a little grumbling, a little, this muffled, always have to do something shit. Such a pain. Once this is done, I'll just go home. It just seems like a worker who is kind of grumbling to himself a little bit.
Ooh, so this isn't his home.
And Roxy, as you're moving around, the others don't seem all that concerned about a cat running around the outside.
Peer through these windows.
You trying to hear something?
No, I'm just peering through the windows.
Okay. Yeah, looking inside, you see what looks like a dining table and a kitchen. But yeah, it's mostly grumbling. Kasara, there isn't much of note in his words. It's just a worker complaining about the fact that he's always here, like, really late at night.
Okay. Well, hell, I was hoping to sneak in and search. You know what? I'm gonna search this bedroom.
As you begin looking around in the bedroom, you see a cat at the windowsill looking in. Going,
And I'm gonna look at her and kind of paw the glass a little.
Okay, I am going to very stealthily crouching down, be like, give me a sign if the guard is looking away.
I'm gonna look at the guard.
he seems to be walking towards you for a moment.
And I'll turn my back to her to give her a sign that he's coming this way.
then
Hopefully
he
she picks up on it.
stops and and begins looking around and continues patrolling. He looks over at you, Roxy, and goes, "You again?"
And I'm just gonna do a stretch and then lay down on this windowsill. And act like I'm falling asleep.
He goes, "Lucky bastard." And then continues walking. Like, you get to go to bed.
I'll keep a slight eye and stand up and then paw out the window again.
As soon as she does that, I'm gonna very quietly crack the window so she can get in, and then immediately quietly shut it again.
Make a sleight of hand check.
11.
Alright. 1 second, let me double check something. Alright, as you, with an 11, you start to, and there's like this little on the window as it starts to be, and you, Roxy, at this point, you see the guard, huh? Like, glance
I'll go,
over.
I'll pretend like I flopped over in my sleep or something.
And drape across the bottom of the window so he can't see that it moved a little.
Yeah.
It's
Roll a
crack.
deception check, Roxy. Remember to use your stats, not the cat's.
10.
10. You know what? I'll go ahead and have him roll an insight check. He looks over and goes,
Ooh.
"What's going on over there?" And he starts stepping towards you.
Hold on, my mouse is frozen. I quickly crawl across the floor and hide under the bed.
Okay, you scoot under the bed, and the guard comes up to you, Roxy, in your cat form, and looks at you, glances over at the window, and goes, "The hell?" And he's
There
looking. He's looking inside, looking around. Kasara, go ahead and roll a stealth check with advantage, because you're hiding under the bed.
17.
He rolled a natural 1. So he looks at her and goes, "God damn," and he tries to, and he goes, "Damn it, freaking always leaving the window open." And he tries to grab hold of it and close it, but the latch is on the other side. And he goes, "All right," and he starts walking around, and you, with your cat ears, hear Gary go, "Damn, left the window open again. I'm gonna go shut it."
I'm gonna go jump in fast.
And you quickly jump in.
I can't. Well, let me in. Huh.
And at that point, we are going to go ahead and say goodnight. With Kasara and Roxy both inside of a bedroom where the guard is getting ready to bust in and spoil their little stealthy mission, we are going to say goodnight. And we are glad.
You just told us what was gonna happen.
My ass is gonna go hide back in that chimney.
Spoilers.
I'm gonna be in the spy movies,
Reverse Santa.
I'm just a cat. I'm just a cat. You can't get mad at me.
Like that scene in Hereditary where the mom's up in the corner of the room, like
I don't need
Spider-Man
that
anymore.
reminder. Hated that fuck ass movie.
All right. Good night, everybody, and we will love to see you next week.